What is up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today we're back on Need for Speed Payback. It's actually been so long since I've came on this game. I realised when I was looking through my videos, I haven't actually even done anything on Need for Speed. But the one thing Need for Speed has always been great for, ever since 2015, is building cars. And I've recently been going through Initial D again, and I was reminded of how much I loved Mako's SIL80. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to recreate Mako's SIL80. Don't think we're going to be able to drive it because of the upgrade system, but we're going to recreate it nevertheless because this is like the only game really when you can actually properly create cars like that, because I know there's DuckTales and stuff which we can use to emulate things on her car. Anyway, if you don't know what car I'm talking about, I'll get a picture up of the screen now. This is the car that we're going to go ahead and recreate. So without further ado, let's go ahead and actually do this. Now, I don't imagine this video is going to be awfully long just because, you know, Mako's SIL80 isn't exactly an aftermarket car as such. Anyway, first thing we're going to do, we're going to put the SIL80 front end on, and I think it's going to be the stock SIL80 front end, so it'll be that one. I've got a picture up of it on the side here, and I think it's more like this one actually because it's got the bottom grills. So we're going to go ahead and put that one on. I might do a few things here and there which aren't reminiscent of the actual car just to spice it up a bit, but for the most part it's going to be pretty similar. I think firstly we're just going to make it look like hers, and then I can make changes as and where. Right, next we go over to the fenders. There's so many options on this game. That's one thing that Need for Speed does better than every other game, is the options. And obviously with Payback, it's the fact that you can use any part for anything, which makes this so sick. Mako's SIL80 is pretty much stock, so besides the front end, there's probably not going to be much done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the normal version and then the customized version. Unluckily for us, there's not a proper like whale tail wing, which is annoying because I would kind of want to use that. So we're going to have to settle for this rocket bunny one. And it's a bit of a shame there's no whale tail back ends anymore. Like, I was looking for the 350Z, I was just looking to see if there's any, but there's not really any, you know, whale tail back ends anymore. It only seems to be these ducktails. You know what a whale tail is? Imagine a ducktail, but like not as upright and a bit longer. That's the best way of explaining it. Right, exhaust, that's gonna have to be a big old fat one. Yes. Is it bad of me if this is my favourite car from Initial D? I think it is. Like, not everyone's always going to have a soft spot for the 86. I can understand how some people probably get sick of the car, having seeing it everywhere. For me, I haven't had that. But I completely understand if someone was to get really annoyed at the fact they're seeing 86s everywhere because of that TV show. But like, I don't know, there's something about this car, I don't know what it is. It's just a bit special. There we go. They even got the perfect rims. Obviously, they're not the same rims, but for the most part, I think that's it. Let's go ahead and make the middle part gold, and then I think we're done, really. There, that's it. So that is her kind of base stock SIL80. We're not done here. I want to do a few more things to make it look a bit wider, a little more fatter, kind of give it more of a 2017 look, what I would do if I had this car in real life. So that in itself is Mako's SIL80. I think that was pretty goddamn nice. I'm obviously playing on Xbox. That's why it doesn't look, you know, graphically as nice. I'm not playing on the X either. But even on the normal Xbox One, I've got to say, that looks pretty fine. Now, we're not done. Like I said, we're going to do a few more things. I kind of want to make this have a bit more of a stance. I don't want it to lose the stock look. I still want it to look relatively stock, so we're not going to put anything like Rocket Bunny over fenders on. But I do kind of want to give this more a bulky look. Hey, kind of like Mako's ass in this bitch. Right, so we're going to go ahead and put the Origin Labs fender on. Gives it a bit more of a wide stance for the front end, and I think on the back end we might do the same one, although I'm going to look through all of them. I do kind of like how the Origin Labs one, the second one, even that one kind of gives it more of a fat kind of stance. I think we're going to give it that one. Only issue now is that we kind of need to put a bumper on, and a bumper kind of makes it lose its like its stock kind of look, which I kind of wanted to keep because like nothing's really that thin. Maybe that Origin Labs one could do the job. I think we're going to have to put that Origin Labs one on just to make sure it keeps it like symmetrical. But even then, it's a bit too thick. I think that is pretty much it for the side. I don't think we can really do much more. Maybe to even it out, we just put a splitter on the front, like a little splitter on the front. Maybe if there's one with like rod tails. No, there isn't. And then on the back, to make sure it doesn't look ridiculous, we'll put a diffuser on as well. That isn't that far-fetched. If I was going to do it nowadays, and I, you know, wanted to keep the original stock look of the SIL80, I think that's probably what I'd do. To be honest, I think that looks really nice. in 2017, I could imagine if the writers or creators of Initial D were like, you know what, let's do this to it instead, because it does look, I mean, if it was westernized, at least, obviously I can't speak from a Japanese standpoint. I love this car though. It's a shame it doesn't go to 399. At least I don't think it does. Does it go to 399? Only goes to 300. That's a shame, because I actually would drift this car, like in drift lobbies and stuff, but if it's only going to 300, there's really no point in upgrading it. Let's take this outside, see what it like outside. So the sun is rising, on, what's this place called? I've actually forgot what the game, where does it take place again? I know it's Las Vegas. Is it Fortune Valley? The sun is setting on Fortune Valley, and we are out here in this SIL80. So let's go ahead and pull over in some nice light and have a look around the vehicle. You know what? In that lighting, I completely regret putting that side skirt on, because it just doesn't suit the car at all, and I'm definitely going to change it after this video's done. But overall, I think we've done a pretty goddamn good job. It's mad how you can actually recreate the exact car for the most part. Like, the rims, I think, are pretty much exactly the same. Obviously not the same brand, because 1552 weren't a thing in the 1990s. But for the most part, that is, like, pretty much it. And with that lighting, I've got to say, that looks absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to go ahead and hit the like, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. You guys have been awesome. Stay safe, and peace.